When I was a teenager, I wanted to get into a project car. I remember seeing this car around town, and my brother actually had the same car, the same color, but it was a little older. Everything inside was different. I was always like, damn it, I love that car. That car is so cool, it's so nice. Sometimes we dream with like a Lamborghini Countach, and I was like, I wanted a Mark1 Golf. I always loved that car, you know, like. My name is Dennis, and I'm a Porsche service technician. I grew up in San Jose, Costa Rica. My dad was also into older Volkswagen air-cooled and older Porsches and Volkswagen, so all my childhood was like going to kindergarten and go to middle school in, you know, like 1980s Volkswagens. That's what it creates a passion for you. I wasn't really leaning towards the air-cooled. I love them. I actually learned how to drive in a 1960 Caravan Ghia, but my thing was always like the front engine Volkswagen. This car was owned by an embassy worker before he left the country. He brought this car from Germany for work, and then he drove the car in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. He just sold it because it was time to go back home. The car had a couple owners before me, and this kid blew out the engine. The car was in a shop for months. He just bought another car at the end of the day. He was like, this car is too old, I don't really want it anymore. Back in 2009, his father reached to my dad, and I was like, you know anybody that wants my kid's car? I was looking for a car that actually runs and drives, but we went to the shop. I just fell in love with the car because I already knew which car it was. I remember seeing it like street park, so I bought it, and it took me maybe a year to get it on the road. You know, like I knew nothing about cars. I was just like starting how to learn to wrench. I tracked the car, and I think that's what actually killed the engine. At some point, it was burning more oil than gas. We decided to just get a cheaper option, which is what it is in it right now. It's a 2.0, 8-valve, single-cam engine. And it was just like an affordable way to bring it back into the road. School, work, and life happened. This car was sitting for a long, long time at my parents' house until back in 2020 again. I decided to get the car up here in the States. I was like, I love this car. I had a few Mark1s in between. I had the pickup truck, convertible, the 2-door, I had the 4-door. I bought a race car with a wide body and roll cage and bigger turbo engine and everything. It was a lot of fun, but I was like, this is not my car, you know, like, it's not my actual car, so. Mark1s back in the day, it was like a little more normal to see it on the road. They weren't that old. Today is a 40-year-old car. I feel like sometimes you like the punishment of having no power steering, no heated seats. It's just like a raw feeling of a lightweight car that engage more the driver with the road. You know, it's a different, I feel like it makes you a better driver. The less power you have, the better driver you are. If you want to do like a track event, you don't need 1,000 horsepower to be the fastest driver. The classic cars give you more engagement with your road, and then, you know, it's just like a kind of like a pleasure they give you. Shifting gears, the clutch, you know, like you need to know where to brake. There's no ABS. If you brake too hard, you're gonna feel your tail is going sideways. You know, it's like, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm not saying that driving an older car is better, but it's definitely enjoyable. What I would suggest for everybody is to have both. You can't just choose the newer or the older. I feel there is a time for everything. You want to drive the older car with the windows down and just hear the engine, smell the fuel. You smell the tires when they're warming up. It's great. I love it.